can't wait to play with our Sunnies in the Sunny TV Clubhouse. We are here on the show that's on in the afternoon, but all the cool kids, all the street hustlers, honey, call it Afternoon Delight. That's right. We got all the segments that you love, like a pop culture Thunderdome quiz. We're going to be talking about peanut butter today because we've grown up with different brands of peanut butter from yesteryear to present time, and they've changed over the years, so we're going to celebrate that. And then, of course, we've got the Boat Drinks Meme It or Leave It. Ooh, I went to Boat Drinks last night. I had a coconut margarita.
That actually sounds good, and I don't even like margaritas.
And it wasn't like super sweet. I mean, you know how Captain Rob and Captain Whitney always like...
They do good.
Kind of trick your trick a little bit there, and it was absolutely phenomenal, so I'm just giving a little shout there. Of course, we've got Addie's Reddit Rundown Report, the TLDR. Well, we'll get into that later. You're not going to like this, Mom, is all I'm going to tell you. Then we've got 3 news stories that Mel has sent over, and we're going to be the judge and the jury to let her know. Is it newsworthy or is it not? And, of course, we'll finish off the show with Hey Girl Hey, horrible horoscopes.
Yes.
We've got Cancer, Leo, and Virgo
Jim
on deck.
and Misty.
And Nashim are on deck. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll get into all that and more. But let's get into pop culture Thunderdome. Can we have some peanut butter music?
Peanut butter sandwich.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
With a baseball bat. I don't know where that comes in.
I don't know either, but that was funny. All right, let's get into this. Question number 1, multiple guess. Which peanut butter brand was nationally launched by Procter & Gamble in 1958? Is it Skippy? Is it Jif? Is it Peter Pan? Or is it Adams?
I think it's Jif.
Oh,
B.
Okay. Next up, true or false? Skippy is credited with creating the first crunchy style peanut butter in the 1930s.
False?
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't forget you have Baby Thunderdome.
Okay.
Multiple guess. Before becoming Jif, the peanut butter brand was connected to which earlier name? Big Top, Peanut Palace, Golden Jar, or Nutty Buddy?
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz, so Mel can get an answer right. Yeah, we gotta. Hopefully, you get a better score here today. Let's get you back on track here. Which one is a famous peanut butter brand? Is it Jif? Is it Windex? Is it Tide? Or is it Sharpie?
Jif.
Good. Excellent.
That was a tough one.
Woo.
Windex.
Next up, true or false? Peter Pan peanut butter was named after the Peter Pan Bus Line Company.
What? I don't know. Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz, so Mel can freaking get an answer right. That's the remix. True or false? Peanut butter is usually made from peanuts.
True.
That's correct. Context clues there. See what you did. All right, multiple guess on this next one. Which brand says it has been causing a stir since 1922? Is it Teddy? Is it Adams? Is it Maranatha? Or is it the Peanut Butter and Company?
None of these are still around, so I don't know. Baby
That's
Thunderdome.
not true. That's not true. Maranatha is still around. Baby Thunderdome quiz, so Mel can get an answer right.
It's like the damn hot potato song that only you know.
I had to do marketing for Maranatha when I lived in New York City at Earth Day. And I had to hand out little sample cups of peanut butter. Maranatha. Awful.
Wonderful.
It was not good. And they gave me cases as part of my payment. And I was like, ugh. I gave it to like my friends. And they're like, no, dude. Okay, anyway.
We don't even want that crap.
True. Oh, no. Multiple guess. Which peanut butter brand has a name that sounds like a boy who never grows up? Is it Peter Pan? Is it Captain Crunch? Is it Mr. Clean? Or is it Dr. Pepper?
Peter Pan.
Correct. You might get one wrong. You never know. All right. Next up, true or false? Crema is often described as the oldest peanut butter company in the United States.
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz, so Mel can get an answer right. All right. Next one. True or false? Crunchy peanut butter usually has little peanut pieces in it.
True.
That is correct. It's not all blended. Yeah, nice. Next up, which peanut butter brand began a small sandwich shop in New York City's Greenwich Village in 1998? Was it Maranatha? Was it Crazy Richards? Was it Peanut Butter and Company? Or was it Peter Pan?
Hey.
Okay, nice. Okay, next up, true or false? Maranatha began as a natural foods business in Oregon before becoming known for nut butters.
True.
Okay. Next up, multiple guess. Which brand's early mascot was a kangaroo named Jiffaroo? Was it Jif, Skippy, Peter Pan,
shoot.
or Teddy?
Jif. A.
Okay. And finally today, true or false, Teddy Peanut Butter was founded in California during the 1970s natural foods bloom.
True.
Okay.
Okay,
Let me go get that answer key.
Da 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 da. Bink.
Taylor Swift. Okay,
Ew,
let's go.
if you say her name, I'm leaving.
Why? She's like one of
It's
my
like
favorites.
Beetlejuice. You're gonna say it 3 times. She's gonna freaking show up in
All
here.
right. The answer on this first one, which peanut butter brand was nationally launched by Procter & Gamble? You said?
Jif.
That is correct. Jif entered the national peanut butter scene with creamy, smooth version first, then crunchy. It came in swinging at the big peanut butter players like Skippy and Peter Pan. Next up, Skippy is credited for creating the first crunchy style peanut butter in the 1930s. What did you say?
False.
Wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
Skippy helped make peanut butter more modern and shelf friendly. The crunchy version gave America texture. Thank you. Next up, before becoming Jif, the peanut butter brand was connected to which earlier name? You
I said Baby Thunderdome.
in a court of law, you would have said
Golden Jar.
wrong.
Nutty Buddy.
Wrong.
Big Top.
Yes. Procter & Gamble bought Big Top's operation before developing launching Jif. Big Top walked so Jif could spread. Next up, Peter Pan Peanut Butter was named after Peter Pan Bus Lines Company. You said?
Baby Thunderdome.
Court of law?
True.
Wrong. It is false. Peter Pan Peanut Butter was named after J.M. Barrie's famous literary character, a flying boy, could better than a bus schedule, apparently. All right, next up, number 5, which brand?
Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law?
Adams.
Yes.
Oh.
Adams built its identity around natural peanut butter. Okay. Next up, Crema is often described as the oldest peanut butter company in the United States. What did you say?
Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law?
False.
Wrong. It is true.
Ew.
Crema dates back to 1898.
18.
And later became connected with Crazy Richards, a vintage peanut butter with a family tree twist. Next up, which peanut butter brand began a small sandwich shop in New York City's Greenwich Village?
Maranatha.
Wrong.
Oh.
What else?
Crazy Richards.
Wrong.
Peter Pan.
Wrong.
Then that leaves C.
Peanut Butter and Company. Peanut Butter and Company started as a sandwich shop before becoming a grocery store shelf brand. It helped make peanut butter feel like a boutique, which is a more fancy way of saying, yes, I paid extra. Next up, Maranatha began in Oregon. You said?
True.
Correct.
Yay.
Yes, it started in Ashland, Oregon in 1982 with natural foods distribution before growing into nut butters.
So exciting.
I hate the word nut butters. Next up, which brand's early mascot was a kangaroo named Jiffaroo?
Jif.
Correct. Jif jars featured Jiffaroo, a colorful kangaroo mascot. Number 10, you said what? Teddy Peanut Butter was founded in California.
True.
Wrong. Teddy dates back to 1925 and is rooted
9.
to Massachusetts.
I got a 70 again.
Jesus Christmas. That's a C. That's all right. That's average.
You know what C stands for?
Capybara.
Yes.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam. I think it was always there. I think
No, there was something before Me, Minute or Leave It when we first started the show. Does anybody remember?
Smash Mary Ghost used to be at
That
the
was
end.
at the end.
I think it was Meme It or Leave It was always there.
Meme It or Leave It was not always there.
All right, we'll have to check.
I want to find out. I need to know. I don't know why all of a sudden I need to know this.
Well, let's get into this first. Meme it or leave it. This one. The universe is made up of protons, neutrons, electrons, and freaking morons.
Yes, it is.
Next up, adulthood is wild. One day you're transferring money to your savings, and 48 hours later, you're transferring it back to save yourself, right?
Yep, I feel attacked.
Every day. Next up, I miss the simpler times when all we had to worry about was Team Edward or Team Jacob.
That's
I
funny.
do, even though I didn't care for that era.
I didn't either.
I liked that era.
But it was
now.
easy.
I kind of want to go back.
Yeah, true.
Next up, sometimes I wish I was an octopus so I could slap 8 people at once. I
Yeah.
have a list.
Me too.
Next up, when you haven't slept all night but you're in a great mood. Next up, I just hope that the next viral trend is common sense and critical thinking skills.
I hope that is too. Not eating Tide Pods.
Glad they made a patch. That's a nice one.
Important.
Next up, hey, how should I do the stars? Just spangle them bitches. We got all caps to pop and the bodies to drop.
There it is. That's funny. Betsy Ross.
Next up, what part of I need to save money don't I understand?
You know what? That's true.
Golly.
But one day we're going to be dead and we're not going to get to spend it.
True, you only live once.
So, I mean, just saying.
No, I'm just saying about this next one. People are so fake. How could you love your newborn baby when you met it like 2 minutes ago and don't know anything about it?
You know, I always wonder that.
Yeah, get to know your baby
I love
first
this
before you
so
start
much.
saying I love.
I
Yeah.
love this so much. The baby just came out.
Don't rush
How
this
do you know
relationship.
it? What do you know that baby's not going to be crazy?
Next up, ask my 5-year-old what she wanted for dinner, and she said, not a burned quesadilla. Because in the summer of 2019, I overcooked one side of her quesadilla.
Oh my God, kids do that.
She can't, the memory is incredible. I have to be a little bit more cautious.
They do that. It's really funny.
Well, I do love boat drinks.
Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
All
All right.
right.
What are we doing here?
Addie's Reddit Rundown Report. We have the subreddit, Am I the Asshole?
Yes. Right.
The TLDR is, am I the asshole for getting upset when my mom told me that being disabled is my own fault? I'm going to say yes.
Wait, what?
All right. This the
Scratching my
Opie
head.
is an 18-year-old female. I was run over by a car when I was 6. I was in a coma for a month and one of my legs were crushed beyond repair, so they had to amputate it. While I was unconscious, my parents couldn't stop arguing, blaming the other and saying the other was supposed to be looking out after me. I woke up to discover my leg missing and my parents were separated and later got divorced. Mom had primary custody of us while we only got to see our dad every other weekend. I have 2 brothers, age 4 and 7 at the time. They both blamed me for the divorce. Though, as they got over the shock, they realized it was unfair and then apologized to me. I discovered recently that my mom has continued to secretly blame me. I have a prosthetic leg, and with it, I am able to be independent, including taking the public bus to school by myself. On the journey to school in the morning, it's always very busy, and people have to stand. Most people take the bus every day and know me and always offer me their seat if there is none available when I get on. I can't stand because it's hard for me to keep balance. This morning, there was an empty seat in the section reserved for disabled and elderly people, so I took it. The lady I sat down next to, she looked to be in her late 50s maybe, told me that I shouldn't be sitting there, that I was young and healthy, so I should stand. Also, her friend was getting on in a few stops, and she was an old lady who deserved the seat more than me. I chose to not dignify her with a response, though my younger brother and some kids at my school who heard her were trying to tell her that I needed it. Her friend got on the bus and the lady told me to get up.
Oh.
I didn't move.
She should have taken her prosthetic leg off and hit her in the face with it.
Like, what's her face? Aretha from
Yeah.
Aviva?
I know who
Aviva,
you're talking about, yeah.
My schoolmates continued to tell her I needed it, and my brother told me to lift up my trousers so she could see. I told him I wouldn't. That was sadly not the first time I was harassed on public transport, and I was done with this BS.
Yeah, good
I
for her.
know I have the right to stay in the seat, and not everyone is able to visibly prove their disability, so I refuse to do so. The bus driver got involved and told her to stop harassing me or she would have to get off.
Oh.
She would not. So the bus driver made her get off.
Good.
Her friend was not made to get off. She'd listened to my schoolmates and tried to calm her friend down. When I told the story to my mom, she said that I was rude and should have given up the seat and said that I wasn't born with my disability. I ended up like this because I was stupid and reckless. It's true. I ran out into the road
She was 6.
without looking. The driver of the car couldn't stop. It wasn't his fault. He waited with me until the ambulance came and even wrapped his sweatshirt around my wound to stop the bleeding. I was unconscious for this, but witnesses saw it. It was my own fault, but I was 6 years old, and I think that I've been punished enough. The part that bothers me is my mom kept going. It was like a floodgate had opened. She told me that if I hadn't been so stupid, I would have still had my leg and she would still have a husband.
Oh.
Now I have felt guilty over the years and thought the same thing to myself. Then I reassure
man.
myself that no one else blames me. My brothers only did because they were young and in shock. Dad even said so himself, that the divorce was none of us kids' fault. I couldn't believe what I actually heard those words come out of her mouth. Mom immediately clamped her hand over her mouth, then started apologizing and said that she didn't mean it.
Can't take it back.
I didn't want to listen to her apologies. I was very hurt by what she had told me. I went to my room crying and I decided I didn't want to be there, so I packed up my suitcase and called my dad. He told me he'd be right there. After I finished packing, I heard shouting, so I went to the front door where Dad was really laying into Mom. Mom was crying. When she saw my suitcase, she told me that I couldn't just leave, but I told her I'm 18 and I can do as I wish. I'm at my dad's house now, and I know that I've calmed down, and I feel pretty rotten about making my mom cry and then just walking out on her. Am I the asshole?
No. You're not the asshole. First of all, a 6-year-old kid, like, let's think about it.
How do you say that vile?
First, a 6-year-old kid, like, they're gonna. You can teach a child at that age,
Right.
Look both ways, but they're kids. They're 6. They don't realize
blame
that.
the child for mistakes like that. Like, that's on her. That was on her watch, right?
First of
and
all,
the dad's watch.
For the mom to like even come out and say that, like maybe in the beginning.
Why do we always feel the need to point blame on things?
But I don't know. But maybe in the beginning, it's a natural. I'm gonna say it's a natural reaction. Maybe that's how the mom felt. But then when you rationalize and you think about like what you're thinking, you think you're a really big asshole.
I mean, but years have gone by, and now all of a sudden she's going to boil up now. That bothers me too.
This is like what a jerk.
Update.
Man, I feel bad for this.
Wow, I can't believe the response to this. Thank you all for commenting, and thank you everyone who sent me supportive messages. There isn't really any news. I'm still at my dad's, and I haven't spoken to my mom yet, so she's tried to call me, but I didn't answer. I don't
Good.
feel like speaking to her right now.
Good. Take your time.
I sent her a text and asked for her to give me some space. I noticed a lot of people making assumptions about what happened about my accident. I don't think either of my parents are to blame for it. Here's what happened. Mom and Dad were both in the house while my brothers were playing in our fenced garden. My older brother and I were allowed to leave the garden to play at the houses of other children on our street. We weren't allowed to leave the street, and we weren't allowed to play in it either. So it makes sense. They would just cross lawn to lawn. As long as we asked first. We had been taught to cross the road safely, but as we live on a quiet street with little traffic, we stupidly felt safe often and I forgot to look both ways. The street we live on is a small side street with a dead end. The only cars are those belonging to the residents or their visitors, so it wasn't a busy street. A friend of mine lived across the street, and I saw her arriving home with her mom. She called me over to play. So I asked my mom, who said yes. I darted across the road in between two parked cars. I was only looking towards my friend's house a few doors down on the right, and not to the left where the car almost right on top of me. There was no time for the driver to stop. I can only remember up to the point I ran into the road and my friend's mom screaming my name. So the rest of the story is secondhand information from the witnesses, my brothers, my friends, my mom, and her next door neighbor. The driver was an adult son of a couple who live at the end of the street.
Oh, poor
He
kid.
was a student still living at home, and I think he was around 20 at the time. Witnesses estimated he was going about 20 miles per hour, which is the speed limit on our street. The two adult witnesses told the police exactly what happened and made sure to make it clear that the driver wasn't at fault, so he didn't get into any trouble.
Ugh. That poor kid, though, driving.
So, I mean, I want to go back to Opie here. Like, can an apology fix something like this? I think time. Time will probably heal. It heals most wounds, but I mean, this one's a hard
but
one.
like if that,
How could a mother say something like that?
This years later, so this is how you felt for a long time, and this is how you're going to continue to feel. So I don't think sorry is going to. That's another thing I'm sick of. People think just say you're sorry and it fixes it.
Right.
How about use your brain?
I think think before you speak, right?
Yes.
I mean, I just don't understand why we have the need to put blame on things when tragedy
think
hits,
because
especially
people-
like this. This was an absolute accident.
People have to make someone feel like so they can feel vindicated and they can make themselves feel like they're dissolved of whatever happened. They have to blame other people because people sometimes need an answer and they can't accept that sometimes there is no answer. Like in this situation, there's no answer for what happened. The little girl ran in the street. The driver didn't see her.
Right.
So
Total accident.
Right. But in some people's minds, they have to find a way for it to make sense. And the
Right.
way in this mom's mind it makes sense is it was little girl's fault.
Right. Yeah. What does this? Let's go back to the bus situation. What does the story talk about invisible disabilities versus visible disabilities, and how credible are them? Are they?
That happens a lot, actually. Just because you can't
Oh, for
see,
real?
like, okay, so for instance, say like I had one arm, right, but I have on a hoodie. You wouldn't be able to really tell if I was holding my arms like this.
And
that I
like,
have
what
one
are you
arm.
supposed to do? Have a badge or a proof that you're disabled? Like,
Yeah,
I think that's a hard thing
But
to.
I do think with the whole bus scenario, I think this is the issue. People that don't have the disabilities and that aren't old will take those seats and not give them up. Normal, right? People who have nothing wrong with them. We see it online all the time. They'll take those seats, and I think that's where the older lady was coming from, because the girl had on pants and you couldn't see her prosthetic
Right,
leg.
and what does she have to do? Lift up her pants every
Yeah,
time,
no.
and like that's kind of crazy
But
too, right?
if people just follow the rules and say, you know what, I'm not disabled, I'm not an elderly person, I'm not going to sit in these seats, we wouldn't have these kind of like
yeah,
chaotic interactions.
That was crazy. I mean, especially since the one lady was like going ape on her. Like, what is your problem?
So crazy. And I also think people need someone to be mad at these days, because the internet and
scapegoat.
everything is making us, they're making us this way. They're making us angry. Because like I say all the time, you open your laptop, you open your phone, you turn on the TV, and what do you see? And what are you inundated with? Negative, hateful, mean, vile. We are becoming so desensitized to what's like actually how you're really supposed to behave in situations, and we're being conditioned in these people that it's like you automatically go to the
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's not. We're not meant to see this kind of stuff. We're not meant to be inundated with this kind of stuff as human beings. And I think it's really altering people's brains and causing situations like this.
True. Hey, can a parent love their child and still emotionally harm them? I mean, like,
Oh yes, all the time. It happens.
the
all
mother
time.
may love her daughter, but like she said something so profoundly damaging here.
I think parents harm their own children more than they realize.
It's kind of true.
It is true.
Because why? They're not just watching what they're saying.
I don't think in their minds they realize it's damaging.
Hmm.
You know, like you've known me a long time, but if somebody who didn't know me I was talking to and I said something in my normal way I speak, they would probably get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
You know, but I think parents
Should the daughter speak to the mom? Like, My
I
mom
think
would think it would be disrespectful if I didn't talk to her, but I think like sometimes time heals some wounds, and
I
sometimes
think the daughter needs to have a conversation with her, but I don't think now. Leave her alone.
I think leave her alone because
Yeah.
to diffuse the emotion out of it. Because otherwise, then the daughter's going to start spitting vile things like the mom did.
I think take your time, and then if you feel like you want to have a
the
conversation,
pickle doesn't get
have
pulled
it.
far from the patch.
This
Just saying.
phrase.
Why is the phrase "you made me lose my husband" so damaging? God's sakes, that is so
I
brutal.
have heard parents say that to their children. I've
No
heard it with my own
way.
ears. yeah.
My goodness. What does that do to the kids? Like the
Oh
body
my
language.
God. Tears them down.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to say where I heard it, but I've
No,
heard
that's
it
all
quite
right.
often over the last couple of years.
Yeah. What's a bigger lesson here about compassion in public? If you saw a youngster sitting in a disabled seat.
Then there's obviously a reason.
Yeah, I don't think I
But
would.
I don't think I would even say anything. I would just sit down. Or I would be like, oh, my friend's getting up, you know.
Yeah.
And then if she said, no, I am disabled, I have a prosthetic leg, or yes, I need to sit here, or if somebody's with her telling me,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're good. I'd be like, you want a snack?
So then we're getting back to the point where she has to prove her disability because, I mean, the woman was losing her freaking mind on the bus.
Yeah, but
I
it
think
doesn't need-
I would have lifted up my pant leg and been like, bitch, like, look.
I would have taken it off and hit her with it.
Yeah.
Like on Real Housewives when, who was it?
Aviva.
Thank you. Yes.
She did. She threw the
She
prosthetic
took
leg
her
on the
leg
table.
and threw it on the table because somebody made a comment.
Yeah, and she still had like a Louboutin high heel on it or
Yes.
something. I was like, wow. Can families heal without telling the full truth?
Now,
I mean, it's carrying blame, divorce,
you got to
trauma.
put it all out there to be able to move on. The good, the bad,
I
the
agree
ugly,
with you
the
for that.
indifferent.
I definitely agree with you on that. Wow, what a story! I think that mom has a lot
I
of
need
healing
to-
that she has to do. Therapy.
Oh my God,
therapy.
we have the girl in studio.
Come on
Just kidding.
in. Let's go to Panache.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
I don't know. Soon, I hope.
But when I can tell you is we have 3 news stories in front of
Okay.
us, and I wrote these news stories extremely fast yesterday, so please bear with me.
They're going to be great. You just told everybody you did them, not me.
I did them yesterday. So this first one, the condor has entered
bird.
Oregon. Okay,
That's a bird.
This is called a California condor. That flew into Oregon for the first time in 122 years.
That tells you the science and then nature is naturing.
Yeah, the condor known as B9 was
Oh.
born captively,
like a
released into
plane.
the wild. I know, can you give it a better name? By the York tribe, and recently took a 4-day, 380-mile loop from Redwood National Park into the Oregon and back. That makes it the first recorded California condor in Oregon since 1904.
19.
So I think that's pretty impressive, but I still do have some questions. Was she just visiting? Was she house hunting? Did Oregon have better snacks? I mean, like, I want to find out a little bit more details here.
Yeah, so here we go. A California condor has not been recorded in Oregon since 1904. That means the bird did something that had not happened since before television, before commercial air travel, before sliced bread. So it's not just about a bird crossing a border, it's a symbol of conservation actually working. B9 flew about 380 miles over 4 days, making stops. And this is not a casual flap. It's an endangered species doing a regional tour. And also, the York tribe has been deeply involved in bringing condors back to the region.
Okay.
B9 was one of the first birds released through that effort. So this story is about wildlife restoration, indigenous-led conservation, and a species reclaiming historic territory. I think this is news.
I think birds are not news for
I
me.
hate birds,
I'm not
though.
a big bird person.
I'm not a bird person, but I think
I'm
this
gonna
is
say
news.
not
No?
news
Okay.
for me. But Sunnies, this might be a big deal. Me and our Oregon Sunny Honeys out there are probably like, yes, the condor. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe just educate me.
Oh my God, the condor, we're so excited.
All right, next up, donation bin. Oh, God, Mel. This one's going to make you cry. Donation bin puppy edition.
I don't want to do the story.
A 9-week-old pit bull puppy was found abandoned in a donation bin outside of Arizona Humane Society. A donation bin for supplies, not puppies.
Did Misty save it?
The puppy named Lane was found in direct sunlight, covered in ticks, underweight, anemic, and overheating. So yes, this is sad. And yes, I am kind of happy that the puppy was rescued. So because whoever thought a donation bin was acceptable for a puppy drop-off needs to be placed in timeout for kennel units of adults.
I'm so mad.
What are some, hopefully there's a sunny detail in here.
Yeah, so this is about animal abandonment, overwhelmed shelters, and people making dangerous choices when they know they don't have to do that.
Right.
So Lane could have died in that heat, and
True.
he was a lucky staff member that found him and got him care quickly. And he's recovering in a foster home.
Loving that.
Yes. If someone cannot care for an animal, they need to contact the shelter or rescue safely. Do not leave them in a bin. Do not leave them in a box. Do not leave them tied up out front of the shelter. Don't leave them in a parking lot. Don't leave them anywhere they could overheat, get hurt, or be missed.
And that's why I do think that this is newsworthy, because I think animal abandonment stories need to get more attention.
Oh my God.
Because I want people to be held accountable for really shitty behavior like this. It's just not the right thing. I mean, look, we now have like a bin for babies
At the fire station and different
Ocala, if you want to surrender your child, they now have
but
like
they're
a
climate controlled and everything.
So exactly, and like and first responders are getting notified within seconds of them being dropped off. I think that we should do the same thing for puppies and things like that, because I don't want to see any animals suffer.
But the problem is we're a throwaway society. I see all the time when I open my phone, like I need to rehome my dog. I need to do this and that and the other. Like I'm following Skid Row in Los Angeles where the people live. There's now, oh my God, I'm like so devastated by this whole thing. There is I think he's a vet or he's some medical doctor. Mm-hmm. He's now made it his mission to go on Skid Row because people are breeding dogs on Skid Row to sell the puppies for money. These dogs are sick. They're not well. And they're getting into the people's drugs.
Oh my God, that's so
he's
scary.
made it his mission, and you see him walking with a backpack, and he has vaccinations in there, and he pays these people on Skid Row, hey, give me that mother dog.
Wow.
To get them so they don't have any more puppies.
So that they can have, a better life.
It makes me so sick.
Well, I really do. I think that these stories of abandonment, we need to put more attention out there, because then the more that we talk about it, the people will know that's what not to do.
Yep.
So that's why I'm going to give it the stamp of approval for it being news.
Yes.
All right, next story. Wes King gets a closet glow up over here. And we're actually talking about our old studio, the lab, right now.
Aww.
Over in West King, it's colorful, it's local community, and there's a new shop in the old lab building that we know called Vivid Loved Clothing. It was opened by Kate Vivenzio, who many people know as the yoga world in here in St. Augustine. She opened up a shop on Palmer Street on May 2nd after years of owning and teaching through local yoga studios. So I think this is a really cute, sweet local story and talking about what she's doing and kind of creating a new retail environment for more resale, right? It was like vintage clothing. Yeah.
And the shop shares a space with Philosophy Salon, so you can get your hair done while you wander into the boutique.
Allegedly.
I love this. Mm-hmm. It's another consignment store, which means people can bring in clothing, and if it sells, they get a percentage back.
Oh, so it's consignment store.
Yep, it's
Interesting.
not like vintage; it's consignment, so you can sell your clothes to them.
Oh, that's a different tale to tell.
I think that's what makes it so different than some of our other shops we have
right,
here
like
in town.
Moo Vintage or Great Goods. I'm thinking, is this going to compete with them?
No.
Okay. Mm-mm. Okay. So, I mean, it's a new business. I think it's obviously newsworthy.
It's news.
Yeah, let's take it. Now it's time for a little bit of wine at Bin 39.
Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
God, I want a glass of wine right now.
I know, me
just
too.
want like a nice crisp
Forget it. We're
Sancerre.
going to
Yeah, bye.
cancel the rest of the day. Ignore our adult responsibility.
That's
We're
right.
going to go drink wine and be mermaids.
That's right. All right. Hey, girl. Hey, horrible horoscopes. Cancer, Leo, Virgo on deck today. Cancer. Cancer, you will cry this week, not once, 4 times.
Why 4?
Twice will be appropriate. Twice will be about a commercial. You will offer to help someone through a hard time, and they will vent to you for 2 hours and then say, anyway, enough about me, so what's with you? Then receive a phone call before you can answer. You will hold the unspoken thing inside of you for another 3 months. Your intuition will be correct about something important this week, and no one will believe you until it's too late. And then they will not admit that you were right.
God.
Right. Leo.
Jim and Misty.
Someone will post a group photo this week and tag everyone except you. They will say it was an accident, but it was not an
That's not
accident.
an accident.
You will receive a compliment that is technically a compliment, but leaves you feeling strangely hollow for 48 hours. You will spend 20 minutes crafting the perfect response to someone, and they will reply with just a thumbs up. You will start a story at dinner and someone will interrupt you halfway through and finish it with the wrong and everyone will laugh and you will never get to tell the tale correctly and it will haunt you. That would bug me. Yeah, I
me
get
too.
that.
Dude, let me finish.
Virgo.
And who's Asheen? Be
Asheen.
nice. You better be nice to her. Don't be
It's
mean.
the stars, it's not me.
The
You
stars.
will organize something beautiful and no one will notice. You will recognize it and someone will ask you why you moved things. You didn't move things, you improved things. They can't tell the difference and this is why you are tired. A friend will describe their chaotic life to you as if it's charming. It's not charming. You've been cleaning up versions of this for years. You will smile, you will go
Sounds
home.
like Asheen, for real.
You will make a list and that list will make you feel better for 11 minutes. I love how specific they are.
That's a shame.
It
11
is.
minutes.
11 minutes.
I love it.
Hey,
Oh, my
we can't
God.
ignore the 11. That's a good one.
No.
All right, Sonnies, that's a wrap on this Twister Tuesday.
Ooh, I like that.
We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
that is the truth. We will be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow
Yes.
with who's the special
Oh,
guest?
it's Renee Day.
Renee Day.
Yes.
Excited. We love you guys. Hit that share button. We'll
Do
see
it.
you on the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Sharing the show! Yay! I totally
Share it.
forgot. Share the show!
Sharing the show.
Just hit the arrow!
To the arrow.
Messy!
Messy.